Welcome to another edition of Growth and Balance. We do growth and balance for one reason and one reason alone: to create value for the agents we know. For today, we're going to talk about social media video ideas to increase your leads. The reason I really want to go over this today is the explosion in video content, not only online in general through YouTube and other channels, but on social media specifically. Video is actually the top performing form of content on social media, and it's 10 times more effective for engagement. So let's be honest, video is important. So I think what happens is that when we want to create content on social media, obviously just taking pictures on Instagram and creating text is fairly simple and straightforward. And we can do that over and over again by just living our lives. But if we're going to take the time to actually create our own video content that we can stream out through our social media channels, obviously we're doing it to create value, is difficult. You're really going to have to sit down. You're going to have to take the time. You're going to have a well thought out idea or ideas. You're going to have points to hit on, and so on and so forth. So needless to say, when we go and try to create video, it can be daunting. But I'm going to make it a little bit easier for you today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to provide you with 3 specific ideas to get started with video content on social media. Idea number 1, introduce yourself. Who are you? It's a pretty easy thing to do. So why introduce ourselves first? Main reason I think we should consider that is we just assume everyone knows who we are, where we live, what we're all about. And when we do that, we may be leaving out a critical part of our social media marketing, which is really telling people who we are. So if you're going to go ahead and get started with social media video marketing, I think the number one thing to do, at least at the start, is to tell people who you are as a real estate agent, who you are as a person. Things of that nature will really get it going. Number 2, showing off your neighborhood or your farm knowledge. So an example would be the neighborhood you live in. If you do a lot of business out of there and it's important to you, let's focus on that first because you probably know it better than anywhere. But if there's another neighborhood that you farm and you happen to do a lot of business there, chances are you know a lot about that neighborhood as well. So no matter which one you pick, let's focus on the area that you do a lot of business in and you know a lot about. So the best way to look at this is that you are the expert. So when we talk about our own neighborhood or a farm that we work, it's very easy for us to talk about what we love about the neighborhood. Where's the good market? Where's the good pharmacy? Where's the good bank? Where do I go for insurance? Where do I go for clothing? Anything, whatever it is, you're talking about local businesses, you're talking about public transportation in and out. Is parking easy? Is parking hard? Do you get a lot of green space there? Do you not? What are the public parks like? Maybe even talking about different options for your family or your pets, or even just things to do if you're a couple. So try and think about it as that showcasing the knowledge that you have of your own neighborhood or the neighborhood that you farm is a great way for you to be the expert. And what better way to do that than through video? Idea number 3. Get personal. So again, not only did we already tell people who we are and what we know a lot about, which is our own neighborhood or a neighborhood that we do business in, but when you're getting personal, this is the part that can potentially be a little awkward because this is where you tell people, what do you love? What do you love about life? What do you love about your job? What do you love about your neighborhood? What are your hobbies? Things like that. So in the beginning, when you're introducing yourself, you're very briefly telling people who you are, what you're all about, what you do. But when we really get personal, this is when you take time to focus on the things you like. And here's an example. Let's say that I am a foodie. I love going out to eat, or I cook at home, or maybe I do both. So part of my getting personal approach is really to talk about my love of food. So maybe I'll start off with, hey, I'm a really big home cook. I want to talk about my favorite dish or dishes that I like to make. And here's how you do it. And you can talk about that without any issues at all, probably without any even notes or script or anything. Also, like let's say you're into sports. Maybe you're a big Eagles fan or a Phillies fan or a Sixers fan or a Flyers fan or just a college fan. It doesn't matter. Or maybe you're not even a Philadelphia fan. Maybe you're a fan of another team. You got to watch that here though. So like let's say you're talking about sports and your love of sports. Maybe you're taking video of you going to a game or tailgating. Or maybe you're just taking video of or clips of the team that you like to watch. Maybe they scored a touchdown or hit a home run. So try and think of it as when we're getting personal and we're telling people what we really love and what we love about life, this is really how you connect with your audience. Because not everyone might have the same interests or love of life that you do, but when you talk about it, you're obviously going to connect with different people in different ways. And this is what humanizes us. This is what creates authenticity, is really being honest and open and telling people what we're all about. And not being shy about that and creating video and putting it out there is a really, really great way to create more opportunities for your book of business. That's all I have for this one. Take care.